Welcome to Beam's educational session. The topic today for discussion is cost award under Arbitration and Conciliation Act. First, let us discuss what is cost award. Cost award is nothing but an unsuccessful party pays the expenses of arbitral proceeding to the successful party as per the order of tribunal or the court. Here, the tribunal or the court can decide the cost award only with the provisions of Arbitration and Conciliation Act, notwithstanding anything contained in CPC. Before 2015 amendment, Section 31(8) governs the cost award. But after 2015 amendment, Section 31A was inserted. Here, cost means a reasonable cost relating to the fees, expenses of the arbitrators, courts, and witnesses, legal fees and expenses, any administration fees, any other expenses incurred in connection with arbitral or court proceedings and the arbitral award. Uh, the court or arbitral tribunal has given extreme power to make different orders for which the reason has to be recorded in writing, which is one of the mandatory provision under Section 31A. The court or tribunal shall take the following circumstances into consideration while determining the cost. That is the conduct of all the parties, whether a party has succeeded partly in the case, whether the party has made a false counterclaim that may lead to a delay in the disposal of arbitral proceedings, whether any reasonable offer to settle the dispute is made by one party and rejected by other party, in case of any agreement between the parties to pay the cost in whole or part is valid only if such agreement is made after the dispute in question has arisen. The Section 31A of Arbitration Conciliation Act empowers the court or tribunal to make orders to pay a proportion of another party's cost, a stated amount in respect of another party's cost, a cost of certain date only, cost incurred before proceeding have begun, cost relating to specific steps taken in the proceeding or distant part of the proceeding, interest on cost from a certain or certain date. Following are some of the globally recognized cost award rules for the cost allocation approaches. First one is cost follow the event rule. This is one of the globally recognized cost award model. Here, the successful party is completely recompensated by the unsuccessful party. But the unmeritorious claims are not compensated here. Cost follow the event pro rata rule. Here, the successful party is compensated only to the proportion or the degree of success. Next one is cost follow the event modified rule. Here, the compensation is being given um, only with reference to the cost of arbitration and not with reference to the cost of attorney, that is representation fees. Next is cost to be shared equally. Here, each party have to share their expenses equally. That is in 50-50 proportion. Next is American rule. Here, every party has to bear the risk of the addition of the quota. It is one of the, rule which is opposite of English rule. That is that the loser party pay, which is followed by different, developed countries like China, Japan, Indonesia, and Philippines. Okay. In Andrew Martin versus Michael Harris, um, the court has passed an award in favor of the respondent. Here, the court has passed two awards. That is, first award with respect to substantive award, that is major award, and second award with respect to cost award. The appellant files a set-aside petition for the substantive award, and the court also, the court also allows the set-aside petition for the substantive award along with the cost award. Uh, the respondent counterclaims that the court does not have jurisdiction to set aside the cost award because the set aside petition is not filed for the cost, I mean, is filed only for the substantive award. Further, the court held that if the substantive award are overturned by the court, the cost award would cease to have effect regardless of whether the cost have been dealt within separate award. In National Highways Authority of India versus Gayatri Jhansi Roadways Limited, the Supreme Court has cleared that in case of, I mean, explicit provision of attorney's fees in an agreement, then the fourth schedule does not prevail. That is, the arbitral tribunal would be entitled to charge their fee in accordance with the agreement and not in accordance with the Schedule 4 to the Arbitration Act. And the Supreme Court also cleared that Section 31A deals completely with the cost generally and not with the arbitrator's fee. And when a fee structure has been already decided by the parties, the arbitrator's fee may not become a component of cost to be paid as per Section 31A. The closing remarks. In some countries, court awards cost on indemnity basis with respect to arbitration agreement and arbitral award. But unfortunately, in India, the tribunal and courts not only fail to award indemnity cost in deserved cases, but even a reasonable cost is not awarded in favor of the winning party. Thus, I conclude that 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 most importance should be given to Section 31A by the tribunal and the court to attain the objective of prominent global center for dispute resolution. Thank you.